everybody, it's Debbie, and you're at your home, your happy place. We're still downstairs if you were with me on my last video for Ralph Lauren. We're going to do something a little different today. I wanted to explore ideas of using some spaces in your home, maybe that you are not utilizing to the fullest extent. And my husband and I were just talking about it, thinking about all the opportunities we lost in previous homes because we didn't do what we did at this house. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about closets or under the staircase spaces, to be sure. Maybe you can come up with some other ideas, but perhaps you have a room that you're turning into a study instead of a bedroom, and you don't really need that closet for anything in the study. You could transform it into making it look like built-in bookcases and some cabinets underneath. Or there's just so many things. So honestly, I love looking through Pinterest and seeing all the ideas. I've looked at them so many times because we had so many ideas of what we wanted to do. This house was not the first plan that we attempted with building on this site. We went through 2 other plans first, but they all had staircases. None of them were curved. So I know that some of the things I'm going to show you are ideas that we had. So let's first go through, and I'm just going to talk over the pictures and let you see some ideas of people who have transformed spaces that were not being utilized to their fullest, and see what you think. In our first photo, we see an older home. This is an entryway closet with the doors removed, and then they've installed beautiful shelving, decorated it, filled it with books to make a very intimate little library with a sitting area. Likewise, in the next photo, super similar. I believe it's a little bit smaller, and instead of the seating area being in, like you're really in an alcove, this is right across the front. So your legs would be out, but still a great idea. Here we have a library under the stairs. And you could add, as you see, they've added a chair and then a little picture, but you could even warm this up with a rug on the floor. Well, I do see a little bit of a rug, but a rug right up there against the books would be really warm and cozy. And you could probably stick a lamp where that chair is and move the chair out a little bit into that where the wood area is. All right, our next piece is a really sweet area where you've got an extra space for someone to sleep or just take a nap. But I love it. It's got a window, so it's a great spot on a rainy day or snowy day to look out. They've added shelves above it. They even have a light in there, so you are all set up for a great little reading nook. This also is a beautiful farmhouse style one underneath the stairs. There's no bookcases in this one, at least that we can see, but there is lighting and it makes a wonderful spot for really 2 people. A great little place to read to a grandchild or your own child. I really love this next one. It is probably a more modern home, or at least renovated, where they have the farmhouse style going and all the hooks, a place to store your boots. You've got the shelving off to the side that you see, and drawers underneath, and some baskets on the top. Plus, you have the space, if you want, to actually sit down and put those boots on. And yet there's a door and you can close it all away. This one looks really deep to me, but they could have gone beyond what we see, but it is a little children's area. Now, if the drawers there you see are false. It could be, but I have seen many under the stairs places where they have installed working drawers like that. So another great spot for storage, and it's very stylish. But this one is a sweet playroom. What a great area for kids to just go in and have their own space and leave a mess if they want. There is always a need for a little quiet space, especially if you have children, where you can get some work done, or maybe there's two of you working from home and you each need a spot. This one, I love it. Again, it looks like a more modern home, just tucked in under the staircase. This is not very big, you guys. And yet, look at the detail they did on the woodwork, on the edges. They've got corbels. They've decorated it with um, picture frames and little knickknacks. And then they've got beautiful shelves above. I love this one. And look at all the storage in the desk. Lovely. Another one that is just very similar to the last. Again, a very like a farmhouse style. This one I think is maybe smaller. I don't know. They've just taken a different look. Those floating shelves, and it kind of looks like reminds me of what we used to have a lot. I don't see them as much anymore in kitchens. They would make it a planning center, whether you were it was a spot for you to make your grocery list or check the calendar, plan any kind of activities for the kids. So this is a great spot, and it's awesome for homework. Okay, now we're getting into some cuties here. This little puppy has found the cutest little spot. Something tells me he'd rather be on your lap than way over there by himself underneath the stairs, but what a cute spot. And still it's decorated over the top. This one goes a little deeper, and there is one I couldn't find that I remember from before. It was beyond, but this one's really pretty. So this is, I'm thinking this is almost maybe in a basement. I'm saying that because it looks like those are foundation walls, but maybe not. Maybe those are brick look like a wallpaper, and then they put the little doggy wallpaper up, and the dog looks pretty happy there. You've got a spot for your leashes. And then, okay, these are over the top. You can find these done up in so many ways. Sometimes they're for dogs, sometimes they're for kids, but they look like the cutest little houses underneath the stairs. This one's really darling. What about a hideaway? This is a picture that is basically on a door that I think it's probably one of those that you would probably push and it pops open. And so it opens into that hidden room, and who knows what's in that one. All of these that I'm showing you are so beautiful, in my opinion. This is so elegant with the under shelf lighting, and the shelf styling is really, really beautiful. And then we don't know what's underneath there, um, but isn't it gorgeous? All the storage is wonderful, but it's so gorgeous. And with the same idea here, we are looking at a bar. So you don't have room for a bar. These people managed to get a little wine fridge in here. And you could do this with a different kind of refrigerator that is for waters and sodas and things. Doesn't have to be a wine one. So it could be more of a snack bar for the whole family in a spot where maybe you have the television and make it like a movie theater area. So now we're getting into what I'm going to be showing you today. This one is under the steps, obviously modern, um, and a lot of custom work. This was not inexpensive, but wow, you guys, look at what a gorgeous wine room they have made utilizing a very small space. Because if you see, it doesn't even go all the way across. So it is strictly under. And with all that glass, you can see in there and see how beautiful that is. Again, another one under the steps that has a showcase with an arched window, and then you access it with a door on the end. This one is not under the steps. It is simply a closet. But boy, did they make the most of their space here. And you can buy a lot of these pre-made kits as far as like if you're looking at the shelves of wine there. You can kind of find those already pre-made. Some of them are very pricey, but this is beautiful. Look at what a small, I mean, you could make, if you had a bigger closet, you could use half the closet for this, and then the other half, maybe you're putting a bar in or a refrigerator for it. And here we have one that's quite elaborate. Those shelves cost a little something, and there's individual doors here. But it is a closet, make no mistake. This is amazing. And then this one is a kit, as I recall. It's not a super expensive kit because those are like dowels hanging out, holding the wine. All right, I don't know. What did you guys think? I love looking at that. I could have added so many more pictures. I can get lost on Pinterest when it comes to those kind of ideas. There was a little doggy one that I think was an under the staircase one. I couldn't find it. I'm not sure it was on Pinterest. It might have been, you know, a YouTuber that I had seen about 2 years ago. And she had wallpapered in there, and she had the cutest little beds that I've seen at, well, actually I bought one of them at Home Goods, but my dog wouldn't get in them. I think they're more for a cat, but her dog loved them. It was the cutest. I mean, it was so cute. I wanted to do that, but alas, that's not what happened for us, although we do have a pen, a dog kennel, in a little alcove in our laundry room. If you recall the last time I was in there, I'm sure I showed it to you. Originally, in that space, we were going to put in a built-in steamer for clothes. It's a full size, it would have just fit in there, and you just plug it in, and no more dry cleaning. And yes, it would steam. I'd rather just use a hand steamer. And honestly, we thought about it a little bit more and thought, where are we going to put the dogs? This cost, I don't know, at the time it was $1,100, which is pretty pricey for something I don't know how often we really would use. And the dogs often end up in a laundry room, so that little kennel fit in there, but I would love to do a more built-in space in there. I think that would be fun. So let me know in the comments if you have done anything. Have you transformed a closet or under the staircase, or are you thinking about it, and what would you do? And let's go see what we did. So just to let you see, this is the staircase we're talking about. And we're talking about the space underneath the steps because I already have something going on the other side of the wall. And before we did this, I mean, we knew what we were going to do, but before we did it, we actually did put kids' toys in there and they played. And you can kind of already see what happened, but we chose to put a glass door on here so that when the light is turned on, you could actually see in. And this is show and tell. I'm not decorating in this part of it, but we will decorate in a minute. I don't know what I was gonna do. I've said this before if you've been in here. I don't think the sheen really comes through, but this was a metallic paint that actually would not go on right for anything. And then I just started swirling it because it was so frustrating to work with. And as I did it, my husband and I were like, yeah, we like it. Now, it's not the best up there, but I think we were thinking about putting in some molding that is pliable, that would go along with the curve. And we originally was going to paint probably at least the other wall behind me, but we didn't. And we struggled with, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we still have some wine. My husband and I have a lot of control over what goes on because of the decorating in me. And so he bought some stuff that I hated, and they really would not have held much wine. And so he was very nice to allow me to find something. So we did buy these on Amazon, and I'm not gonna lie, they were a mess to get the right color. It took forever of me returning them and getting them back. They come in like 5 colors: gunmetal, black, bronze, um, probably, I don't know, some kind of silver. These are gold. And in fact, I think in the end, we ended up returning for the last time, whatever ones we needed, and we found them on another website because they kept resending the same ones to us. And it's like, aren't you reading outside of the box? But you can put 2 bottles on, and these are, I don't know, that's just one rack there. They come in different sizes. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12. So it'll hold 24 bottles there. And I think it's really pretty. I love it. And for us, because the ceiling slopes and the wall curves, we really needed something that wasn't gonna, for us to try and figure out wood and stuff that wouldn't have worked. And so we were able to slope it down. He did such a great job, didn't he? He sloped it down, and yes, they're lower on the bottom, but that's okay. And then my husband has just set some of our accessories in here. And then this was a recent addition. He just bought these again without asking me, but this time I said, okay, I like them. I really like them. So aren't these wonderful for holding your glasses? And they were pliable enough that they worked on the curved wall because there is a little bit of curve there. So this is beautiful. He's got all kinds of sizes of glasses in here. And then right now, this part's kind of junky, but I think we're thinking about putting in maybe some low seating or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I really like storing my wine buckets and picnic baskets and things back here, but this is what we've done with it. And then um, this house is nothing like this contemporary. The builder goes, "You want me to pick out a light?" And I said, "Sure." This is the only light fixture in the house I let him pick out. And I'm not saying anything against him, but it really doesn't go with the look of this house. I don't understand why he chose it, but it definitely, with the 3 spotlights on it, allows us to have some really pretty lighting in here. And then the other day I come in here, and my husband has this personalized wine cellar sign, which it's metal, but it curves. So I'm assuming he had bought that also on Amazon. So this is what we did. And originally, I've told you many times, this was supposed to be out on the outside of the curved wall. I love it so much better in here. It is the perfect size, and we don't drink that much wine. So this is more than enough. This is probably a lot of stuff that people have given us over the years, honestly. So that is the wine thing. Having seen some of those things, if you had a staircase that was the square kind, ours is not, obviously. This is a piece of furniture that you could buy. This is 3 pieces, and they're just pushed together. That's how it comes. And this you could turn into a cute little sitting area, game table, whatever, like we're using it for here. Or it's a little deep for a closet, so, but let's just say you had a closet, you didn't need to have this piece there, and then that could fit in, and a little table. So many options of ideas, and again, I'd love to hear any ideas you have. All right, let's decorate that table. I knew I didn't want to set the table like I have normally, just because I did, you know, it's going to be in a magazine, and I thought it was going to be in the magazine. They're not going to need another table setting. So I thought, what could I do down here by the bar? Because I knew they were coming to take a picture of the bar and the fish tank and all. What could I do that would look good? And well, I started out with this beautiful, I mean, I guess it's a dough bowl. I love this piece. This is new for me. I found this at Home Goods last year, I think maybe in the fall, and it was very reasonable. But I love the rusticness of it. And I decided, let me set up something that goes with the wine room. So we're gonna grab a couple glasses, and these, I don't know if you can still get them. I'll look and see if they're on Amazon. These were from Pier 1, and this part of it is like chalkboard. So you could actually write somebody's name on there if you're not going to use a charm, a wine charm. One of my favorite bottles. I love Francis Coppola movies and love the wine as well. Add these gold plates. I believe I picked up on Amazon. Perfect for appetizers, coasters. A vintage style wine bottle corkscrew. And you guys, you know I've said something about Cooper's Hawk. I'll show you a little better in a second. Last time I mentioned the winery that I love, Cooper's Hawk, which we don't have down here. Many of you said you had one in your state and loved it. So as you can see, there's their little insignia, and this is one of their big wine aerators, and boy, oh boy, does it make a difference. So what you do is, this is a little glycerin ball, and you just simply pour your wine, uncork and pour your wine in here, and it stops there. I'm not going to do it, but I am going to show you. And then you put your glass underneath, and you simply use this little toggle, and it pours it in. And it's just a very, I mean, I love, I love the design. So to me, this is one of those functional decorative pieces that it's a wow. What it does for the table here is just astounding to me. So instead of having a lot of tableware, I just set up a quick little wine station next to the bar. You guys, I hope this gave you some ideas. If maybe you have a leftover closet that you're really not in need of, maybe your kids have moved out, or maybe you're in a starter home and you don't have kids yet, or something like that. You may have a room with a spare closet, and it's like, you'd like to have a library, but you don't want to turn the whole room into a library. Wouldn't that be great? I just think there's a lot of ideas. I'd love to hear your ideas in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty sure this is a short video, but we'll see. I say that and they're always the same length. If you guys, I have to thank you so much for your likes. I said to somebody that I was getting 300 comments. No, I'm getting like 300 likes. Probably getting about 70 comments each time, and I so appreciate both. So please don't forget to give me a like, and then if you can comment, I love talking to you all. Welcome to so many new subscribers. I so appreciate it, and I can't wait as over time I get to know each of you a little bit more as we converse in the comments. So I love that. What else? Coming up, okay, I got to tell you what's going on. I will definitely hoping to put out the color analysis video this week, early in the week. But this coming week on Thursday, I'm having cataract surgery on one eye. So I will have a video on Thursday for you, and I'm hoping that I can put together my Sunday video prior to Thursday. If I don't get to that, I won't have one because I won't be able to do it. But what I won't be able to do is answer comments. So the video is going out on Thursday. I'm probably going to be zonked out from surgery that day. And I'll try and get my daughter to, well, no, she's not going to be available. Well, anyway, yeah, we're having a hard time having people to drive me and then get me to the doctor the next day again. But my point is I may not be able to get to your comments for the whole weekend, even including Sunday's video. So just know, I'll let you know right away that I'm okay. And, you know, it's supposed to be a pretty quick recovery, and it is just one eye. So I don't think they ever do both eyes at once. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what's going on with me. An update on my son. You know, I haven't given you guys an update because he's doing so well. It's just as though, you know, if we didn't know that he had cancer at one point, and, you know, I still sit here and think maybe he doesn't have it anymore since his kidney was removed. We don't know if there's cancer floating around, which is why they're doing the treatments. But as far as his life goes, he is living it as he did before and having absolutely no issues. His next treatment should be in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I will keep you updated. Thank you. I just got another card from someone very sweet. She'll know who she is because I opened it. It had my name on it, and I just read a little bit of it. It said that her husband, who's passed away, called her the Black Martha Stewart. So hi, and thank you. I will be getting all of the cards to Brandon in March when I see him. I'll be visiting, mid-March, little around then. So you guys, you take care. I will see you next time. Thank you for all of your sweet words. You're the best people. I can't tell you. It's such a joy to see you every week, sort of, through the comments, through the likes, and through the views. I can tell people are watching. I love you all. Mwah.